Yeah. What's up? What's up? Huh? I can't hear you, bro. What you say?
I need a big favor.
What's that? Huh?
I said I need an extreme big favor.
What you need?
In England,
Coming up
another edition of the
You can't reset them no more.
Series, and it should be a good
Nah, they locked
one
it.
between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Yeah.
They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Nah, you can't, bro. They blacked out the pre-existing injury. Like you can't even move it no more. They did it with the last update. You can't reset injuries no more. They took it out the game.
The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a game of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
One way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Well, they did the whole shit.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here to pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise,
he averaging 400 receiving yards a game with that Henry Ruggs.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
the one that was going off left, but the one that had him before,
moves on, and they
the
can run it
Raiders,
back
the new Raiders
later.
dude is back.
I got the Raiders now. I ain't doing it.
He ain't played the game yet. This is his first time back.
Listen. I'm up with Ted Bridgewater. I don't care. Best offensive player than
man, you
best
better.
QB.
All you gotta do is go look at the award.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ain't no point.
I didn't see Teddy Bridgewater name nowhere on that.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
20.
Ted Bridgewater leading the league. Touchdowns.
They will fire the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here, Mike Helman, Michael Thomas. Defensive player of the year, Margaret Williams.
He first MVP?
Yes, best quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Newton.
Best receiver.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When I just looked at it, I didn't see Teddy.
That's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way.
Yeah.
I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's an easy MVP spot.
He all right, though. Last season, he went 12-4.
He ain't finna average no 5 touchdowns game.
Nah, he ain't, but last season, he went 12-4. So he can do it. 35 touchdowns.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll get get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now Newton on first down. And he's going to be shaken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Because I tried to do it at the beginning of the season. Somebody, because I see him with the injuries on during the preseason, and one of Tony's players got hurt, and I tried to go do it, but it wouldn't let me do
exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Throwing on second and long. Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Charlie.
You said it's not there no more?
No, it's still there. It's just grayed out.
Hey, stand up.
Stidham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Not the last one, but the one
After
before
the
that.
touchdown, it's Gay
If
to
you go
kick
look at
this
the
one away.
patch notes, it'll tell you it took the it's saying the
And
note
a fair
that
catch signaled for and taken successfully.
No longer reset them, so whoever get hit, they get hit. However long they hit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Stidham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation there. The defense won the battle. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Jones has it. And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay
You
touchdown.
give me the best matchup on this one.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gain to kick it away.
Tony Paul.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be hard to stop him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I just know I'm getting 8 points.
The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll
points get that 0 off the board.
Yeah, we playing another season, right?
Yeah, we're going to Madden 21.
So we're going to be in this
First
league.
down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Newton now to throw. And this one
in the other game.
Yeah, bro, you just
too
said
much
that.
contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nah, not yet.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Where that group, Facebook, where the leagues at?
Yeah, I'm in that shit. I'm in all that shit, bro.
Out of the gun, Newton.
I joined 2 of them.
And this is
2 games
going to
played.
be incomplete.
I joined the league. Man, nigga. I joined the league, bro. This
So
league, like I say, they already started free
Michael
agency
Pilardi.
and all that shit with 17 unions. I left that so quick. Every league I joined, the free
Only
agency
2
already
punts for him
started,
last
and they
week
barely
in the
got
losses.
users.
He
I'm
gets
like,
this
bro, why
one
y'all
away.
starting without users?
Davis now to return
Like
it.
computer signing people and shit.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Find a good league, bro. That's why I try to keep mine straight.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The throw over the middle taken in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Man, I got one of the best D-lines on the game.
His second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers
I got
tack
a
on to
nipple
their
blitz, a
lead.
blitz out of him.
That's somebody good.
Just 1 sentence for that one.
Yeah, but it don't matter if
And
you're
that's
good
what
or
they've
not.
done. They lead
My
the league in
D-line for
points per
generous,
game this
especially
season,
when I'm
but it's
putting them in
been
one-on-one
quick
situations
strikeability
and
as we saw on
slanting.
that drive.
Like, nigga, when I play you Montez Sweat, there's no pressure, bro. I have to blitz.
Right away.
Even when I blitz, he don't need to no pressure.
This group is well organized,
Why
well
don't you
coached,
think?
and
You do need to get
extremely
pressure.
confident in what they do.
95.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Nigga, I got 90 plus block shed. I got 90 plus fucking pass rush, finesse move. I got all that shit, bro. So the
Panthers out there and ready to begin their
pretty
next
much,
drive. And some dangerous
neutral, bro.
territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against
Well, he
is
couldn't love right
every
side.
play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive, you're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I ain't picking second.
Newton going to
No
hand it
franchise.
off to McCaffrey.
I'm tired of building up quarter.
10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second down.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line and pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
on second down, McCaffrey. After the good gain last play, this time they say, he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Low power, 95.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Medium, deep, and short X. That shit already 70s. All of them in the 70s. So that nigga easy to use, easy to build.
Third and 2. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
They should have left it in there because some people saying that the injuries on relaxing thing, the nigga might get hurt.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
What?
Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football.
Come on, let's get it tough, son.
11 to the ball on every snap.
Come here.
Nice job there to force an incompletion.
Come here, boy.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end. Zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points.
Ronald Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Rest of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Can you pick the Ravens?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
They ratings should be off the chain right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator, and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yeah. What kind of guns? Assault rifle or what?
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey. Check 26, check 26. Go.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ready, set, hard. Check, watch 54. Target.
Final play of the half, it's Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after Ethan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All day, baby, let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. I think this is a free play for Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well. And it works for them.
That's it. 180. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On 1st down, it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On 2nd and 12, Newton, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, and is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll come out in the pistol. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Again, Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Stidham. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A big run there by Jones. 42 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Come on,
it's Shaq
bro.
Thompson here with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an
Throwing is Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Newton, and they've got the hook up. This is Olsen, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On first down, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton going to throw deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Forced out to his left. Going to take a shot for Gallup, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
54 Mike. Let's go.
On first down, Stidham buying time to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Stidham to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
3rd and long, it's Stidham. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. I'm coming. Go.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Stidham will throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Stidham hit, and he lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Stidham's going to set up to throw this. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. Just a big seam, and he might go all the way. And a cut to the right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game.